friends, welcome to the Point. In this session, we are discussing about landforms and their evolution. What is a landform? A landform, it is a natural or artificial feature of the solid surface of the earth or other planetary body. Several landforms together are called as landscape. Each landform has its own shape, size and material geomorphological process. They are slow, but they may be significant in the long run. Factors influencing soil erosion. Rock structures such as fold, faults, joints, fractures, hardness, softness, permeability and impermeability. Stability of the sea level, tectonic stability of the land mass and climate. All these factors influence soil erosion. Let's discuss some of the factors responsible for soil erosion. Running water. It can be simply defined as a natural movement of water in a certain direction. Running water is the most powerful agent of water erosion. Water erosion is the detachment and removal of soil materials by water. Water erosion, it wastes away the earth's surface. In humid regions, rainfall is heavy, so running water is a dominant agent. There are two components of running water. Overland flow, which is also called as sheet erosion, and it depends on the irregularities of the surface. The sheet erosion concentrates into channels. Due to shear friction of water, narrow channels are formed and they are called rill landforms. The other component of running water is linear flow, which is also called as stream erosion. Stages of the river. There are three stages of rivers: youth, maturity and old age. At the youth stage, the streams are few with poor integration and flow over original slopes, which shows shallow V-shaped valleys with no floodplains or with very narrow floodplains. Youths have less streams, less integration, V-shaped valley, stream divides are swampy and marshy areas, waterfalls and rapids are common. During the stage of mature, there are more streams and more integration, deep V-shaped valleys, wider floodplains, meanders are present and rapids and waterfalls disappear at this stage. The rivers have a smaller tributaries at the old age and with gentle gradients. Streams meander, they flow freely over vast floodplains, they show natural leaves, oxbow lakes, etc. Divides are broad and flat with lakes, swamps and marshes. Most of the landscape is at or slightly above the sea level. Let's discuss about different types of erosional landforms. Valleys. Valleys start as a small and narrow rills. The rills will gradually develop into a long and wide gullies. The gullies will further deepen, widen and lengthen to give a rise to valleys. Depending upon the dimensions and shape, many types of valleys like V-shaped valley, gorge, canyon, etc. can be recognized. A gorge is a deep valley with very steep to straight sides, and a canyon is characterized by steep step-like side slopes and may be as deep as a gorge. A gorge is almost equal in width and its top as well as its bottom. In contrast, a canyon is wider at the top than at its bottom. In fact, a canyon is a variant of gorge. Valley types, they depend upon the type and structure of rocks in which they form. For example, canyons commonly form in horizontal bedded sedimentary rocks and gorges formed with hard rocks. Potholes. The rocky beds of hill streams, they have a circular depressions. They are called as potholes. They are formed due to the stream erosion, which is aided by the abrasion of rock fragments. What are plunge pools? At the foot of waterfalls, a large potholes which are quite deep and wide are formed. Because of the sheer impact of water and rotation of the boulders, such large and deep holes at the base of the waterfalls are called as plunge pools. In general, we can say that potholes which are at the base of the waterfall is called as plunge pools. River terraces. River terraces, they are the surface which marks old valley floor or the floodplain levels. They may be bedrock surfaces without any alluvial cover or alluvial terraces which consist of stream deposits. River terraces, they are basically a products of erosion as well as they result due to vertical erosion by the stream into its own depositional floodplain. The river terraces that occur at the same elevation on either side of the rivers are called as paired terraces. When a river terraces it is present on only one side of the stream and which does not match with the other side is called as unpaired terraces, or it can be said as non-paired terraces. Let's discuss about depositional landforms. Alluvial fans. It is a fan or a cone-shaped deposit of a sediment which is built by the river streams. Alluvial plain. It is formed along the river banks. It is made up of alluvial soil. They are divided into two types, khadar and bangar. Khadar soils, they are found near the river, and bangar soils, they are found away from the river. Alluvial soils are very fertile. Deltas. They are like the alluvial fans, but they develop at a different location. The load carried by the rivers, it is dumped and spread into the sea. If this load is not carried away far into the sea or disturbed along the coast, it spreads and accumulates as a low cone. These deltas, they are generally found near the mouth of the river. They are made up of fine alluvial soils. Delta forms a major landforms in the river deposition. Big boulders are deposited first and then fine materials is carried to longer distance. The active floodplain is found in the river bank, whereas inactive floodplain, it is found above the level of the river bank. The floodplains in deltas are called as delta plains. And finally, meanders. Meanders, they are loop-like channels. Meander is not a landform, but it is a type of river channel. Reasons for the formation of meander. Reasons for the formation of meanders: gentle gradient, unconsolidated material, Coriolis force, slight irregularities along the river banks. Formation of oxbow lakes. They are found along the river bank on the convex side of the meander. Convex side, it is deposited and concave side is eroded. Concave bank is eroded and also it is called cut-off bank. Convex side is long gentle slope. As they grow long loops, the curve is cut off and formed into oxbow lakes. See you in the next session. Thank you.